Hey guys, what's going on? RedMaster here, and welcome back to another episode of Cards and Castles. Hitting combos today. Have quite an interesting combo, one that I've been working on for quite a while. It has been modified pretty heavily, I think, throughout its inception, and I think now is an okay time to show it off. It is a Viking Warlock deck based around the new aspects of Freeze and Frozen Storm, and with how powerful some of the freeze cards have become. Cards like Ice Weaving, Frozen Storm, etc. Now, in retrospect, I did forget to put Shattering Strike in this deck. I don't know if that's maybe a good idea that I should with all these freeze aspects. But as you can see, we have some pretty strong units in here from the start. We have the Wood War, Arctic Explorer, into the Barbarian, and then later on maybe even the Frozen Beast. So we have some good things. A Death Touch for removal in here as well. So yeah, I'm just going to pretty much go through these. I think we're going to show off 2 games. I think that's what we're going for here. Hopefully, anyway. Ooh, Rat King. That's a lot of fast-moving rats. Okay. Okie dokie. That's no bueno at this time. Well, I guess not completely no bueno, because they are rats after all. And he doesn't have enough rats to trade into my Wood War. Why did I forget the name for a second there? Looks like he could be avoiding my I think it's got 4 movement? Yeah, I don't know why, I just 4 movements, right? The whole house. But interesting, because I don't know where he's going with them. You got one of them, you know. Okay, down there. Down there he goes. Oh, I do have Blaze. That could be used later on. However, look at that rat movement. We don't want to get too close. I'm thinking let's put him here. I'm going to go that route. Oh, I have an itch. Love itches. But it's a matter of, you know, him maybe powering up the rat. Certainly a big possibility, and one that I am fully aware of, you know, expecting to take right now, actually. 2 gold, though, all because of that Rat King upkeep. That Rat King upkeep, definitely a dangerous factor nowadays when playing with rats. You know, you don't want to. You want to think about your gold cost ahead of time. Of course, playing the rats turn. Okay, yep, there's the bard. I was gonna say playing the rats turn 3 is gonna result in 2 gold next turn, but it looks like that's not a concern. I don't know. He just played. See 1. If that rat below the bard can reach me, he can attack face with the Rat King. Question is, can that rat jump me? I think he can. Maybe not. I don't think he can. No, I see his Rat King is in retreat. Doesn't want to deal with him. However, the issue right now is going to be that fat bard. With the fat bard out, it becomes troublesome. Let's move the Arctic Explorer up 1, because I have Blaze in my hand. And I know it can kill these 2 rats, it can damage the rat house, but it won't kill the Rat King, which is what I am afraid of at this point. Because with the low cost of bounce units now, or bounce spells nowadays, it's annoying to, I'm gonna throw this Barbarian up here. It's annoying when little guys like this can bounce back and generate, you know, 4 more rats, each with the power of, you know, 2/2/4 movement thanks to the house and bard. I'm thinking what he can do. With 2 gold, he can definitely bounce back the rat. Yeah, probably play it because of its low cost. Yeah, I could see him bouncing the rat this turn. You know, he cut off his spawn point, excuse me, with the house placement there. So I am threatening the house. I think he's aware of that. I think, yeah, Shadow Slip. So he's got the Rat King and the Bard back in his hand now. Both can be played, of course, same time. House goes down there to avoid my Arctic Explorer. And then the Bard, of course, to power up. So it's those little bounce cards that really become annoying over time. He can't take out my Arctic Explorer with the 2 rats. He can't. There's no way. And again, which is why I kind of want to get a Blaze close. But at this point, it's definitely not going to be easy. I think I'm going to grotesque the tree. I have no use for it. Okay, that's a slap in the face. Of course, a second Blaze, which isn't bad. Now I can get rid of this little threesome combo here, I guess. Let's play another Arctic Explorer. We'll play him, I guess, down here. And then, where can these rats go? We're going to pull back the other Arctic Explorer by 1 tile. I don't want to sacrifice him just yet. Because even then, I feel like he's going to regen his rats. Which I hope is not the case. But you never know with 5 cards. I think, like I said, the saviors are going to be the Blazes that I have here. And then maybe even the Armed Giant. Okay, see, again, bounces the Rat King. But he can't play it unless he's got a gold gain. That's the important factor to take note of here. He cannot play that Rat King just yet. And hopefully it gives us an opportunity to take advantage of his... Okay. Oh, okay, that can work. I want him to move like a rat down here defensively, maybe. I guarantee he won't, but it'd be all the more worth it to Blaze. Nah, he's setting up his rats. There's my Frozen Beast, had a Frost Aura of 2 rather than 1. And just put him right there and freeze all these guys. I think it might be... I'm trying to determine if it's worth just blazing these 3 rats. He's going to regen more, and I don't want to deal with more of them at the moment. So I think the idea here is going to be to blaze these guys away. I don't want to deal with them. We're going to go a Mage Apprentice as well, and then another Arctic Explorer. The hope here is that he's going to gang up on my Arctic Explorer right here with the Rat King, and then hopefully launch another Blaze onto, you know, these defenses, like these buildings here. Another Rat Hovel and the Ninja Rats aren't going anywhere. Those are prime targets to Blaze. If he decides to attack with the Bard thinking that he's going to be safe, you know, hitting the Arctic Explorer, that way he's not sacking as much rats, maybe that's another opportunity I can take advantage of. Okay, so the rat's going to trade there. Patient studies the hovel. Alright. So that's going back into his hand. Rat King's coming out. So he cleared the way for the 5 rats, which is good. You know, he wanted to get the max amount of rats possible. The question is, how will he follow up this turn? Will he sack 2 rats, or will he weaken the Bard? He knows I have some back forces here, too, that he can't exactly reach, so he's taking that into probably a definite consideration. Okay, he sacks 1 rat. I'm assuming that he's going to sack another one, because it would be kind of pointless to... Yep, there goes rat 2. Rat number dose. And then the hovel... Okay, up front. Okay, ooh, I got a Sunburst. Sunburst is useful. I don't want to do this. Let's play... the sun... Oh, yeah, ready? Play the Sunburst. And then metal out a Frozen Beast to stand right here. So that's going to kill off the hovel and the 2 rats here. Not unless he regens a rat, and then that's going to be troublesome. Let's threaten the Rat King a bit here with the Arctic Explorer, and then keep the Major Apprentice where he's at, because I don't think he's going to do much. That's okay, that's what I was afraid of. Another rat spawning as soon as the hovel implodes, in which case, this match is over 10 minutes. Is it? Yeah, I think it is. Still a time check on the map here, on the clock. Yeah, 10. Well, maybe a little more than 10, because I'm not counting the seconds too. But regardless, we did weaken, or we got rid of his building. We weakened his house. That's another important factor, so we can possibly blaze it if it becomes troublesome. His primary focus right now, though, should be my frozen beast on his base. He doesn't want that there, and I know he knows that. Responds with the panda. So, yep. Fair, and then will you sack the panda into it, or not sack, but I'd say sack because I had the blaze ready, and I don't know if he knows that. Okay, he positioned it away from any sort of blaze possibility. That's good on him. Does it leave room to bounce the Rat King, though? It doesn't. Okay, oh, okay, so you're not even going to weaken it, you're just going to dissipate entirely. Alrighty there. Okay. So. I think we're just going to jump right back into it. I mean, there's no point not to. You have the Frost Door, it's going to kill off the panda here, and then you go Arctic Explore. If that's some sort of bait for, like, another Rat King spawn, then go for it. But as long as I'm getting rid of the panda and those decreased focus spell costs, I'm fine with that. And you've got 8 gold because of the Fat Bard upkeep. I know, I don't want to keep that Rat King alive. Despite this got the 2 upkeep, I don't want to keep it alive just because he's going to bounce that. He most likely will and can bounce that. Shaman. Shaman's probably going to, or it can only kill off the frozen beast. However he does that, I can easily blaze it. That's a good blaze target. I have 2 Yarm Giants in my hand as well. I don't want to use them though, because, you know, I don't want to. Ooh, you going up there? Okay, so special delivery, that's another option. No damage to, yep, aha! Nice. Predicted that. However, that's not good for us. Okay, we have a Frozen Storm. Frozen Storm is nice. And I think what we're going to do with this is set up a Yarm play. If he murders me, or murders the Yarm, fine. As long as we keep this apprentice alive. The apprentice is what's key here. Because whatever he throws out, if it's swarm-based, you know, from Maddie, okay. Saurus, not that good for us, because he can't be instantly destroyed by the storm. However, Maddie's gone, Shaman's going to be gone, the Dojo's going to be gone, everything's going to be severely weakened and frozen otherwise. Yeah, he's... Alright, where are you going to go? Okay, he's hiding all the other guys. So, it's not going to be game. Because, actually, will it? No, I think that is game. If he ends the turn here, it's game. Blaze, Frozen Storm, or... No, never mind, I'm an idiot. I'm thinking, like, oh, I can kill off the Titan Watcher, but no, this is going to do 4 in total, not the 5 that I want. However, it's going to be some good value if we can bomb the... Okay, no. Alright, so let's see here. Frozen Storm will play there, so that kills off the Shaman, Maddie, and the Dojo. Or the house, whatever you want to call it. And then we're probably going to blaze right there, so that cuts off the draw. And I think what we're going to do is throw a Yarm down here, because none of these guys can move. They have 0 movement respectively, so they can't block. So this is an open pathway that for me. And whatever he throws is going to... Okay, Maddie again. Oh, that's a good pull. That is a fantastic... Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Nice. Thanks, Wind Mage. Always coming in right when I need you to see you. You bag of dicks. Okay. Another Shaman for draw. Did not expect this. To be honest, I did not expect that. However, we can probably turn this around a bit. To get the Blacksmith. Blacksmith's gonna be alright. We're gonna take out the Titan Watcher, obviously, we don't want that thing around. We're gonna set up the Yarm Giant for a strike there. And then, what else can I do? Probably Wood War up here. I don't want to play Blacksmith, because then... You know, I want the draw, so I'm going to play Books down here. We'll go from there. Next turn, I'll play Blacksmith, because if he can't kill my Mage Apprentice, that's 2 on the castle, plus a 2 from whatever he might try to block with Yarm. However, the Shaman up there is bothering me, because, okay, yeah, he's coming down to say hello. I'm assuming he's going, okay, Onslaught, so that's going to take out my Mage Apprentice, which is going to be troubling if we get another Frozen Storm, because I won't have a Mage, obviously. Yeah, and then Mage Apprentice will die. But then where... Okay, and can't do anything else. That's going to lead to a surrender. So, very good for the deck itself, and, you know, maybe... It depends. Hopefully, well, whatever I bring to you next will be informative. Is it going to be another game or the deck list? I'm not sure, but I'll find out in just a second, and I'll bring you guys right to it. Alright, so here's the deck list for BloodFrost, the name of the deck. I named it BloodFrost due to the fact that you have a very controlling aspect to it, so you're bleeding your opponent. And, of course, the Frost because freezing aspects of the deck, obviously. So let me show you what I got here. It's pretty straightforward in terms of the usage and the cards being run. There's not really too much legendaries in this deck, I think, besides Gromok. I think, other than that, yeah, there's no other legends in this deck. So that's a good sign. But let's see what I got here. I got the 3 Ice Weavings, because Ice Weaving is pretty powerful at the moment for 1 gold, 2 damage, and freezing. To building our unit is pretty good. Arc Fire, because it's a bit more damage and for a lower cost too, and plus with the mages I have in here, if I'm running Frozen Storm, I might as well try the Arc Fire. I didn't show you in match, but of course with the Mage Apprentice out, you could have used Arc Fire, and with cards like Hibernate on a Mage Apprentice, Maddie, or whatever, you can have them survive longer. So when you do draw the Arc Fire, it can be useful later. Offering I have as a source of Warlock draw. I find that if I'm not utilizing a unit like that Wood War that got, you know, no movement, I was like, well, what am I going to do with this? I don't want to waste the gold. You got Grotesque to draw you 2 more cards to be used down the road. Of course, drawing is always useful. Hibernate as a mini buff. I just like the freezing like the buff of Hibernate is pretty good. You know, 1/2 instantly brings up a Mage Apprentice to 2/5. Wood War to 4/8. So it's pretty good for, you know, these lower costing units to get a bit more power, which is why I keep, you know, 2 copies. Mage Apprentice, he is one of the mages in the deck, and a bit higher health at that, so maybe he'll survive a bit longer. The spell is always good. His cost is pretty nice, and of course that range can always be buffed up with powers from Hibernate and Blacksmith down the road. Wood War I have, due to the fact that Wood War is an extremely strong 2-drop unit right now, and paired with the Forest Revolt, which I do carry in here as well, Wood War just becomes a mess, and, you know, frankly, I don't want to deal with it, so I'm going to let my opponents deal with that Wood War mess. Explorer is very good, has some very good stats right now for its cost, and I think his freezing aspect fit well in the deck, so I figured why not throw him in here. 3 movement, 3/5, freezing, very nice. Death Touch, That's like the hard removal of the deck. It is a bit slower than other removals in the game, but Death Touch is still effective nonetheless. But I didn't use it in that game because of the balance aspects and stuff like that, so be careful using this against ninjas. Excuse me. Because you're going to have to deal with the bounce, and of course bounce will cancel out the Death Touch. Books I have in here as another source of draw. I don't want to rely on 2 grotesque, my only draw source, so 3 books to sort of cover my ass on that. Maddie, another mage, pretty much, you want to use him to summon another mage, and hopefully keep that one alive. If not, keeping Maddie back in the corner to utilize Arc Fire, Frozen Storm, etc. Barbarian, I think I have in here for the same reasons as Woodswar. His stats are very good right now at 4-6. Just great unit overall. Blacksmith, if I have mages in here, low attacks at that, I do want to buff some of these guys. And buffing Arctic Explorer to 4, Barbarian to 5, it doesn't hurt. Woodswar to 4, again, doesn't hurt either. Blaze, another nice splash damage, splash AoE of the deck. I carried 2, not 3, because I don't want it sitting in my hand sometimes. I think 2 is really what you want to go for with a lot of spells nowadays, just 2 copies. I already mentioned why I have Forest Revolt in here. The massive Woodswar and Forest Revolt is just so strong not to run right now. Frozen Storm, one of the aspects, or one of the funner aspects of the deck, of course, freezing everything and dealing 2 damage. So basically like a massive ice-weaving storm. You want to just use that to buy yourself time or go on the offensive, whatever. And I do recommend getting foiled copies of this just because, as you can see by the in-game combat, the foil effect is just so cool. Swordsman, to be honest, I don't really know why I have him in here. I guess he could probably be swapped out. You know what? I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to swap out the Swordsman for the Pegacorn here. I think with the Pegacorn you're going to see... I mean, I did have him in here for the Cleave, yes. But I don't really see myself using Cleave that much, so I'm going to go with the Pegacorn in here instead for now and see how that works out. The Magic Shield and the stat line for Pegacorn is pretty... It's better than Swordsman, it's just without the Cleave. But I think the Magic Shield might come in better use here. Frozen Beast, of course, what would a freezing deck be without Frozen Beast? The 4 movement off of that new spawn point, incredible for taking out things like, the rat hovels and rats in general, but besides rats, other things that can be clumped together. That's like my, aura. That is the, that's the, he does slow down things. I could maybe put it like that. Gromok, the only legend I have in here. I figured I might as well try him in the deck. When you get so high up in these costs, it's like you have, options, but, I maybe Praxis, yes, but maybe Gromok. Maybe. Because with the freeze, you're gonna end up running Gromok down the line, and then when your opponents are frozen, sometimes they're going to have to use them to hit Gromok. Gromok then gains some stats, Rampant. That's thinking a little too far into it, but I just want to try Gromok in this deck. I mean, he is cheaper than Craxus. Maybe go with Ogre Thief if you guys don't have Gromok, but that, that's just a trial for me at the moment. And Yarm, just because Yarm is super strong in the Viking late game, and, still very powerful to knockback and the Chain Lightning, so... just that big sort of boss, if you will, for the deck. So, yeah, that's pretty much the deck. If you guys did enjoy the BloodFrost deck, please make sure to give this video a like, share with your friends, and comment down below what you think of the deck, or if you want to see more matches with the deck. I only know I'm starting to get a little low on my match count in my videos. I am aware of that, but if you guys want to see more, and I'll try to maybe push out more videos for these decks that I'm using, so you can see more of them in action. But regardless, so yeah, comment down below if you want to see more matches. Maybe I'll devote matches to videos. Anyway, code RedMaster. Use it if you are using Steam or Android. Get yourself 5 free card packs and a castle skin if you haven't already used a code. And remember, if you are new to the channel, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. That's pretty much all you gotta do to show your support to the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. We are on the road to 300 subscribers. I know, we've been at 280 for a while now, but hey, we're gonna get there, guys. 300 subs, I know it. So, Yeah, with that being said, guys, until the next video, stay gaming.